The Bible isn't just a book of random stories. It's 66 different books that come together to tell one story. An incredible one. About God's love for us. And now for an amazing story. Inspired by the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 1.
The Bible is filled with words of wisdom that encourage us to love God, love others, love life. Sometimes Jesus used stories to help people understand how God's truth played out in their lives, and that's what stories can do for you. The book of Hebrews tells us a huge cloud of witnesses is all around us. So let us throw off everything that stands on our way. Let us throw off any sin that holds on to us so tightly. And let us keep on running the race marked out for us. Let's see how this truth might play out in someone's life today. Eli frowned as his friend Oscar turned the car into a dirt and gravel clearing.
Is this even a parking lot?
Sure it is. You don't get to the middle of nowhere by starting in the middle of downtown.
In just a few weeks, Eli would be headed out on a week-long trip to the Appalachian Trail with his older sister Jill and his older brother Drew, and since he didn't have any hiking experience, he'd called on his friend Oscar to help him get ready.
Oh, just a few miles today, right?
Oscar nodded as they climbed out of the car and fished for their backpacks.
Yeah, but some of it's a little steep.
Oh.
Why a hiking trip? Did your family do lots of outdoor stuff?
Eli winced as he pulled on his hefty pack. Hadn't felt nearly this heavy in his bedroom at home.
No, Jill just got into the hiking thing last year and thought we should all go.
Oscar pointed to the other side of the clearing.
There's our trail.
But before they actually started, Oscar paused, closing his eyes.
You okay?
Yeah, just asking God for help.
The trail's that bad?
Oscar grinned and took off. In minutes, Eli found himself out of breath. The trail started straight up the mountainside, and he was pretty sure his backpack had turned into a baby elephant.
You guys must be pretty close.
Who? What?
You, your brother and sister.
Well, not really. I mean, we never got along great in high school. Me and Drew, at least. Jill kind of tried to make peace, but...
And now you're going to spend the whole week together on the trail 24/7?
Well, now that you put it that way, maybe not the greatest idea.
It can be good. Just make sure you start off on the right foot.
Well, Drew always wants to plan everything. And then I say something sarcastic, and he gets mad. And Jill tries to step in, and Drew tells me if I have it all figured out, I should just take charge. And then I mess it up, and Jill gets mad at both of us, and...
Whoa!
Happens every time.
You gotta leave that mess behind.
Yeah, tell that to Drew.
Eli tried to navigate a stretch of rocky trail, but his heavy backpack made him overbalance.
He staggered and went down.
Ow! You okay, man?
Oscar hurried to help Eli and tugged off his friend's backpack.
What on earth did you put in here?
Eli decided he hadn't heard anything, but stayed down for a moment to catch his breath.
Just some snacks and a few things I thought we would need.
A gallon of Gatorade?
I get thirsty.
Game station switch?
If we get bored out here.
Battery-powered blender?
Power smoothies.
You don't need any of this stuff.
Well, you've got a pack.
Yeah, with a water bottle and 2 power bars. Look, ditch your pack behind that tree. We'll get it on the way back.
Eli did not want to leave his stuff behind, but he really didn't think he could make it up the mountain with his baby elephant backpack either.
Well, okay.
So the friends began their climb again, and Eli actually began to enjoy the trek.
Hey, you really think I can make it a whole week hiking with my sibs?
The hiking part or the family part?
Both, I guess.
You gotta have help.
Like prayer?
Sure, but we got an entire cheering section too. There's this great verse in Hebrews goes, a huge cloud of witnesses is all around us. So let us throw off everything that stands in our way. Let us throw off any sin that holds on to us so tightly, and let us keep on running the race marked out for us.
Eli considered the verse as they hiked a level stretch.
Okay, so I get the part where I gotta leave behind the stuff holding me back. Like being sarcastic with Drew and staying mad.
Yeah, that stuff will keep you down worse than a blender in your backpack.
But what about the cloud thing?
Oh, the witnesses. Well, that just means we can follow the examples of people in the Bible who didn't give up, like Joseph.
His brothers were messed up.
But he forgave them and ended up saving the Israelites.
Who else?
Moses.
Oh, he couldn't even talk, but he kept going back to Pharaoh over and over and asking him to free God's people.
Noah.
The whole world was laughing at that dude, and he built a boat anyhow.
They all kept going.
So I can?
If you pack some forgiveness and humility and a couple of pairs of really good socks.
Panting, Oscar and Eli made it around one more rocky curve and burst out of the trees to find themselves on top of a high ledge. The entire sunlit valley spread out below, a river running through it like a thread of silver.
Wow.
Now, Eli knew that the big hiking trip with his brother and sister would not be easy, but if they didn't give up, it could be good.